welcome back to another interview. Today I'm going to be joined by Impa Kasanganay. I'm very sorry if I got your name wrong.
No,
Um, Later, as you'll find out, your opponent's got a bit of a difficult name as well. We'll get into that. Obviously, you're coming off a first round finish just to start with against the ex-fighter Jared Gooden. How important is it for you to be back in the back in the winning column?
Sorry, back in the what?
Back in the winning column. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm grateful. When I fought on the Eagle card, and I believe I won that fight, I had a split decision, and then it was kind of challenging because I believe I won that fight, so I definitely have. So to finish and get a win decisively, that's who I am. That's how I want to represent myself and my team, my family, and it feels great. It's a blessing, to get back on that roll.
Yeah, it was a great performance, the win, and of course the fight before. I believe it was a split decision. Many people said that they thought you had it as well, and obviously when it goes to the judges, it can be tight. And of course, you've been asked about this. I can imagine many times. You move up to light heavyweight. Obviously, previously you fought welterweight, middleweight. Any reason in particular that you've chose to go up?
Yeah, man, fighters fight. For me, it's not like a weight class doesn't matter. Like if you're down to fight anybody welterweight and up, I'm there. And it's like I know I can do it. Like I know that I had an opportunity to be a world champion this year, and it's like I gotta stay active. One of my best friends, Delano, he's fighting at welterweight, and I believe he gets the title this year, Delano Taylor, because when he fought in the semis against Saddam C, and it's cool to see like both of us represent the gym and do great things. Cutting down to welterweight every 6 weeks, not smart probably. Like, if I plan to fight for maybe another 11, 12 years, so with the PFL schedule, with the season, I have to get this contract to start the season this year. I want to really, really be active and healthy. And I believe power translates, intelligence. And remember how MMA started? Like, it didn't matter about the weight class, it mattered who's coming to fight, and that's who I am. So I'm ready to get after it.
Well, I'm excited to see probably at more of a healthier weight where you're not straining yourself at all. And but you mentioned obviously you fought in other weight classes. Are you looking to fight at other weight classes in PFL, or are you?
Gosh, I'd love to. I'd love to. If PFL does they do like a light middleweight weight class, like I like to fight in both. I'd fight back-to-back weeks or on the same day. But because they used to have that tournaments, they used to have that they used to have the playoffs where you fight twice in a day. I'd fight at middleweight and light heavyweight, or I go up to heavyweight too and fight those guys. Like I think it's great. Like I just think fighters fight, and having that opportunity to do what I love, like heck yeah. And then I got the opportunity to be a 3-division champion, the opportunity to be 2-division champion. Like that to me says something. And great wrestlers do it, or great MMA fighters do it. It's very few and far between, and I love the challenge of that. So definitely it's there.
Well, there you go, PFL. You've got some easy matchmaking there for you. So make it easy for the matchmakers.
Shoot, I tell the matchmakers, if they hear this interview, just so y'all know, if somebody drops out, you don't need an alternate. Call me. I'll be there to fight.
Yeah, so. There you go. You're the first man to pick up the phone. And of course, you're doing this at PFL, Feb 10th Challenger Series. What sort of impact do you think you can have on the roster, siding with PFL now?
Yeah, man, I think, another impact that I have on the roster would be one of a fighter who comes with respect, but also a fighter who comes to fight. Somebody who brings people out their feet, out their seats and standing on their feet on fight. And it's going to be something where people want to follow my life. I live on a farm, I ride motorcycles, I travel the world. I'm a lot more than strictly being a fighter. And I think that really, really helps. Like, it's going to help me. It's going to help people realize that, fighters, there's so much more to us. So not only are you going to have exciting electric fights, you're also going to have somebody the fans can relate to, and just want to have a deep interest in my life, and a fighter that's planning to stay in PFL for the long run. I want to stay in PFL for the entirety of my career if that's an opportunity. If the guys plan to go somewhere else, but while I'm there, it's going to really help the organization grow. Like I believe I'll bring people to their feet, and when they see that I love to fight as much as I do, it's only going to be better because I'll be tuning in every few weeks or so.
Well, I'm looking forward to see you fight at PFL. And your last fight was back in July. How have you spent the time off? How has the time off been? And it seems like your energy you're giving, I don't even need to ask if you're excited to get back in the cage.
Man, I love to fight. I would fight every weekend if I could, but challenging getting fights. Like fights drop, people turn down fights, or a fight would say yes, and the fight would drop through, or the card. But I'm really grateful. Those guys at XMMA, they took care of me, and I got to fight Jared. He was a solid fighter, solid opponent. Like, didn't overlook him at all. Like, and I'm so grateful I got that finish, and it really helped propel me because the last time I would have fought would have been last March, So it's good to finally be back on that consistent schedule. And I believe the time is right. The time off has been focused on getting better, focused on becoming a better man, and learning how to farm, motorcycle trips. Man, I went all over Wales when I went out with Delano on that PFL card. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a lot of fun. Cardiff is beautiful. My uncle lives in Liverpool, so I want to go out there soon. Went through Vegas on a bike, went through Texas, all over, from Austin to Dallas, Texas, and back. Took a motorcycle trip from South Florida to North Carolina, the United States. So I've just been going everywhere, man, and just loving life. So it's been a lot of time for growth, and I found a great church. So it's been fun.
Oh, it all sounds like great fun. But the weather was different though, going from nice hot parts of America to going to Wales.
Yeah.
Different scenario. And you mentioned you struggled with people pulling out and fights getting arranged. Is that something you've struggled with in your career? Fights falling through, fighters pulling out, because it seems to happen quite a bit in the MMA scene.
Yeah, it does, and it's just like people have. I don't want to put any fighter down, but I'm saying some people I think don't really come to fight, or they get a little bit nervous, and then something that gets tweaked. You're gonna get an injury, you're gonna get hurt, but I believe for me, it's not a sport; it's a lifestyle. It's my warrior's path, and that's what I love, right? And I want to fight. I want to go at people. I want people to come at me. I want it to be something real, so that when stories are told later on, man, that guy was a fighter when you see the Kasanganay last name. He represented a great gym. You see the great boxers of history, Sugar Ray, Hagler, Vander Holyfield. There are people that came to fight, and it wasn't so much about the record, but just what they've done. And I think in MMA, some people are just trying to find the easy route, get popular, and be seen. Where it's are you really a fighter or not? And I respect anybody who steps to the cage with me. So that was a challenge, but that's why I'm so grateful about PFL, because after I get this contract, it's going to be. I don't have to worry about a fight. I know I'm going to fight. I do my job, and I'm going to fight again. So take it one fight at a time. If somebody falls out, they got to alternate, and it's great for everybody. And I think that's when you're a fighter, you should just be hungry, eager to fight, and that's me.
Yeah, I mean, you leave that impression from speaking to you. It leaves the impression that you're just itching to get in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just need to get in there. Let me know. Hey, any of the heavyweights fall out, call me. If they want to do a catchweight or middleweight, or one of the welterweights, or just let me fight.
It's a shame you made event, really, because you could have stepped in on the earlier card if someone slipped out.
Shoot, I'll fight both. Let me know. Yeah, let me know. I'll fight both. I'll be ready. I'll be there on the February 17th card, according to my buddy Elvin. And just let me know if someone wants to fight. I'll do it. I'll do a catchweight. I don't care. I'm down to fight. And let's go.
Yeah, I can't wait, mate. And your opponent, Osama Elseady, I believe is how you say his name, is coming up also. He's in his last fight, got a first round finish. Have we seen much of him? And of what you've seen, what do you think of him?
Man, I respect him. Great wrestling accolades. Another African fighter, which is cool. It's one of the African MMA scene. He's, I believe, Arabic and African. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he represents Jordan, and he also represents Egypt, if I'm not mistaken. So, Egypt as well. So, it's just cool to see that. I have a lot of respect for that. And he's done well. It's beautiful. That teep that he knocked the guy out with was very smart, right? He timed it, he saw it. So, I really respect that. I like that. Stronger guy, comes to wrestle, knows where he likes to be, and comes to the plan. So I respect him. I respect him a lot, and I'm looking forward to fighting him and moving forward and shaking hands after. So yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a great card. The whole card Challenger Series is good. Obviously, you guys topping it off on the main event. And just lastly, before I let you go, what can we expect? Because it seems like it's going to be some sort of a real fight. So what do you say we can expect February 10th, the PFL Challenger Series?
Yeah, man, you're going to see me dominate this fight, claim this victory, finish this fight, and get my PFL contract. Push the pace and show that he's an excellent fighter. He's earned his way there, and I'm going to show that I'm fighting in a different dimension. That I fight at a point where when somebody's in there with me, they look like they're not meant to be in there. And all due respect to him, where he comes from, and who he is, and I look forward to shaking hands after him. But be ready to see me dominate and beat him up and move forward and take him out.
Well, that's exactly what we want to hear. I'm looking forward to this fight so much. So PFL Challenger Series, February 10th. Impa, thank you very much for your time. I'm looking forward to this fight. Once again, thank you very much for coming on. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.